That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Mondays.
Monday.
All righty, then. Let's go for it, Christopher.
What's up, guys? Everybody good?
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Hi, Chris.
So this is like the last one where I'm not really reacting to any games being played.
That's right.
So we're just kind of still pulling stuff out of the air based on.
But we're so close to
But we're so
preseason
close.
games.
That's
like,
what I mean.
We're
We're
learning
so
who's
close.
playing, who might not be.
We're
So,
so good. We know who's struggling, maybe, perhaps, in
Okay.
some of these camps with
Sure.
reports down in Tampa that Baker's throwing picks left and right. Kyle Trask is starting week one for the Bucks.
that's an overreaction. Bucks are going to start
He
Baker Mayfield. End of
has
story.
7
Okay,
picks and
gotcha.
9 practices.
Okay, great.
Rich. Just to do a quick
Great.
math, that percentage is what? 77%?
I got
Not
it.
good. Not good.
Chris, it's all about, in things like this, is if you're a head coach, which is easiest to go with one and then pull the plug on? Which is easiest? Which makes sense?
The guy you drafted.
Or the guy who's in waiting, Baker Mayfield is the one to start as opposed to passing over because he had such a poor training camp with picks.
Struggling.
Got it. Even Drew Bledsoe started over Brady despite Brady apparently having the best camp out of
come
all
on.
quarterbacks.
Come on, not the same. One guy
I
was
got
the
it.
number one
I
overall
got it.
pick that you
I
drafted
got
and
it.
gave $100 million
Got it too. So it's easier to go with that guy and then maybe not. I'm trying my best
I understand.
to plug these two in together in a way that you would understand that to start with Kyle Trask and then have him not work and go, oh, we'll go with the veteran Baker. We didn't go with you because you lost the preseason competition, and we're all about making sure those who compete better get the opportunity to start. No. This one is a thumb on the scale. It's Baker Mayfield. And then if he doesn't perform well in 1 and 3, then you pull the plug. You go with Kyle Trask. And if that doesn't work, you got a
Tank
better
for
shot
Caleb
at Caleb
Williams.
Williams. That's the path.
That was
You're
close to just
overreacting.
saying that
What
anyway.
else, Chris? What else?
Hall of Fame this past weekend. Another
Yes.
great job by you and everyone involved at
Yes.
the Hall. I saw some comments from Micah Parsons saying he doesn't just want to be a Hall of Famer. He
Yes.
wants to be the top of the top Hall of Famers.
Yes.
He's going to have a Hall of Fame season. Behind his 20-plus sacks this year, Cowboys win the NFC East.
Let me tell you something about Micah Parsons and the numbers you just put up there
I like where your head's at.
and what you just said about Micah Parsons. There is no overreacting to Micah Parsons. He is incredible. He is generationally brilliant.
He's
And
game
he-
wrecking practices
I'm
right now.
telling you, Andrew Whitworth is on tomorrow's program. I recorded the top 10 reveal of the top 100 list that debuts on NFL Plus tonight and airs on NFL Network on Thursday. Andrew had Micah Parsons over to his house for dinner. We're going to leave the rest of the story to Andrew to tell on tomorrow's program. The thing he told me is that he was at Cowboys practice and heard as well, they had to pull Micah Parsons off the field so the offense could practice. Did you hear what Daniel Jeremiah
I did.
said
Well,
earlier
I've
on,
been
how
reading
he's
too.
wrecking things?
Yeah.
They basically had to say, Micah,
Hey, calm down.
we got to get our reps in here on offense. It's just as important we get our reps in on offense as well. So, 20-plus sacks, two salutes, sir. That is a proper reaction. What am I going to sit here and say? No way. Get out of here. That guy's, congrats, dude. You got on defense the type of player that you want to get drafted in your quarterback.
Yep.
But good enough. Quarterback of your defense.
And remember, before the draft,
Congrats.
I predicted the Cowboys were going to.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, thank you.
He's so good.
Well, there's a little bit of your Penn State bias, too. You
Look,
also
man.
saw him. Hey, look, the guy didn't even play in his last year in college.
So I didn't see him that much.
Maybe that's why he fell. Good job out of you and your Cowboys, and that is a proper reaction. What else you got over there, Chris?
Thinking about the NFC, Rich, and who had the best record last year, the Eagles, the Vikings were a surprise. Talent wins out. This team has so much talent, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. The 49ers, best record, NFC.
I can't discount it. How are you going to say that's an overreaction?
Purdy, Darnold,
Dude, they
Lance.
make the NFC Championship game starting Lance and then needing Garoppolo.
Montana right now at age 60.
You know?
He's fourth on the depth chart.
They make an NFC Championship game with Garoppolo when you don't expect them having Garoppolo. And then they make it with Purdy when Garoppolo goes down. I mean, get out of here.
So basically, it doesn't matter who their quarterback is.
Well, I mean, they're going to end
saying?
up paying Bosa, and he'll get out there.
Oh,
And that defense is, I mean, Dallas and San Francisco. You heard again DJ saying Dallas has a shot to have the best defense in the league. Dallas and San Francisco is a Sunday night or week 5.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of people sitting there saying, you know, you're allowed to flex out of the Sunday night games as early as week
Jets
5.
Broncos,
and Jets Broncos with what Sean Payton had to say about Nathaniel Hackett. NBC's like, yeah, you know what we're going to do?
Flex out of
we'll
a Cowboys
flex into
game?
the Nathaniel Hackett blood sport rivalry game by flexing out of San Francisco and Dallas. Nah, that one's going to be great. Can't wait. So I totally hear you. The Eagles are obviously in the mix for having the best record in the conference. So you could say that about Dallas too, and maybe there'll be a surprise team. So you can't discount San Francisco. What else, Chris?
Speaking of defense, my Pats have a good defense. Matthew Judon got his contract taken care of.
Yes, he did.
He is a happy man. Top 5 defense. Pats are winning at least 10 games. Come on, guys.
All right, now that's an overreaction. Let me ask you this.
Get on board.
Why didn't Bill O'Brien say Mac Jones is the starting quarterback no matter what? And he starts talking about how good Bailey Zappi is. What happened there? I was out of the chair last Friday.
Does it matter?
You and I crossed like 2 ships last week. You wanted to give me crap for my hamburger buying coach, and I wanted to give you crap for your offensive coordinator who's finally got the title. Refusing to give Mac Jones like he's not the starting quarterback of this team. What are we doing?
Watch the videos and
what are we
the
doing?
Reports. It's obvious who the starter is. So what does it matter?
Titles matter. Titles matter to people.
To who?
To people
Probably
who
not.
receive
probably
the
not
titles.
Mac Jones. He
Okay.
knows he's a starter.
Got it.
Rich, I don't want to be the
Get
type
outta
of
here.
person who gets stitches and end up in ditches, but there was a lot, and I mean a lot of Jet slander in the studio on Friday.
I'm sure.
Let me tell you.
I'm sure the person sitting over in that desk.
Yeah,
by
I mean,
the way.
like I said, I don't want to be
then
the snitch.
Susie and him are like two massholes in the same pod.
And I'll just say it. Susie may have kicked off most of the
I
Jets.
got it. No, I hear you. I live with her. I hear it.
I was just cleaning up with the shovel.
The crazy thing is I leave her to go hang out with him, and then I leave him to go hang out with her.
You don't get a break, bro.
He doesn't deserve a break. He roots for the Jets.
Overreaction, pal. Overreaction. You might get it, but as of this moment, 10 wins now? Okay.
Top 5 defense, though. I mean, they're going to be good.
What else?
It's already bad in Las Vegas, guys. You see what Devontae Adams said?
No.
Not happy that Josh Jacobs isn't here. If Jacobs doesn't come back, it's going to get ugly real fast for the Raiders. Devontae Adams trade, top 5 pick next year, real bad.
I can't overreact to that, except to say it's still first week of August. Tomorrow's the second week. Ask me tomorrow. But right now, no, seriously, we're right on the edge. We're right on the edge. We're right there. We're right there. You know, holdouts. Let's see how long he holds out. See if he holds out into the season. Like Emmett back in the day. And then we'll see. We'll see. What a big game at Denver to start the season. I don't blame Devontae Adams. I come here for my college room teammate.
Yeah, you don't.
He gone.
Gone.
And now I'm here watching Rodgers living his best life in New York City.
Acting all
Right?
happy.
Talking about his new number 17. Yeah. He's got a great chance to win the Super Bowl. I'm out here trying to bust my ass, and one of our best players is not coming in from the cold. So, right there, though. I'll just go, it's a veraction right now. It's an overreaction, but it's a veraction. What else, Chris? You got one more?
Last one. Jamar Chase is like, look, I understand, Joe. We need you healthy for the end of the season.
Yes, sir.
He says, it's fine if you come back week 5. I think that's cool. Because even if Joe Burrow sits the first 4 weeks, Bengals are still winning the AFC North.
You know what? That's not an overreaction. And let me just say this. You know what the overreaction was? I'm sorry. I'll use this platform. I'm going to take a little page from you, and you'll have to let me know where on the petty scale this ranks.
Okay, gotcha.
The Rich Eisen Show petty scale where this ranks. But remember, I took a screen grab of the first 4 weeks of the Bengals schedule 2 weekends ago when this happened, and I'm like, if several weeks somehow bleeds into the first month of the season, this is the way the season starts for Cincinnati. And I got the pushback from Bengals fans, like, do the math. 6 weeks from now is several weeks. It's week 1. Oh, okay. So now the number one receiver is telling the quarterback several weeks should bleed into the first 4 weeks of the season. And we got it from here. Oh, okay. So Jamar Chase thinks at Cleveland, home for Baltimore, home for Rams, at Tennessee, they got this. And he should take 10 weeks to come back from this thing. And by the way, he's not wrong.
I mean, they're 2-2 at worst.
So I say, thumbs up, Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I get it. You're marathoning because this guy sure shouldn't be sprinting right now. So, you know who's overreacting? Were the Bengals fans coming at me on X. And by that, I mean Twitter.
Twitter, thank you.
I don't think that was petty at all.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Fantastic. It's just petty for me to respond to tweets.
Nah. That's not even Lori or
I'm
Kyle.
sure they're like people with like 40 followers
But they have a blue check mark.
who say that they're really religious but use the worst language.
Right.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.